And welcome back. We're now going to be having our final interview, and who better to have our final interview with than our head coach, Jeff Bramlett. Once again, I'm Kenneth the K-Rock Klein, along with Mark T. Robinson. You know us already. But, Coach Bramlett, you're coming off a bye week. We'll get into that. But first, let's recap your first match against McMurray. You only had one match because the other match was postponed due to the weather. So, Coach, your thoughts on the match.
Well, I'd like to say the other match was a win. Technically, we were up 1-0 in all the doubles matches, and it got rained out. So we'll call it a win against Hardin Simmons. But no, the match against McMurray went real well. As you know, is the first time in history that we beat McMurray on the men's side. So that was a huge win. We got off to a 2-1 lead in the doubles. We won the 2 and 3 men's doubles, and then. I think we swept the 2 through 5 singles, which was huge. Gosh, I think Joseph Salinas just played lights out. He's been playing great the entire off season. He's been playing great in all the practices. So that was a really big win. The women wasn't quite as pretty. It took a while. We were out there under the lights, freezing. Waiting to get through that one. We won the 2 and 3 doubles in the women also. And then we had to hold on, I think, finally for Malika and Ashley to pull that one off. They both won in super tiebreakers for us to hold on to our national ranking in that. But we were all the same. We were very happy to get off to a 1-0 season record in both the men and the women.
All right, Coach. So talk to me about, you guys had the bye week. How difficult is it to come off of the bye week? First of all, this early in the season. Then have to go right off of the week off to get right back into competition. What's the adjustment going to be like for you guys?
It's a little different with when you're coaching both the men and the women. The men are peaking right now. They're playing really well. We'd like for them to keep playing. The women are not playing real well. So bye week actually could do them some good. And then we got a lot of injuries on the women, so it may serve them well. The men. Hopefully we'll pick right up where they've left off. We've been playing a lot of challenge matches, which is good. So that's pretty tough on one another when you're going through that, and it can be a little bit grueling. So in a lot of ways, that's like playing dual matches, and we're just using that time to go to the weight room and to get healthy. And so that's our best way to try to stay in peak performance is by doing that. But and I try to strategically put these bye weeks in there, especially early on in the season when I know that we're early on trying to get into shape and we're going to be sore and we're going to be getting the pulled muscles and we're going to be doing challenge matches. Like I said, I try to strategically try to place those bye weeks in there because we're not going to have those later on in the season, and we're going to be going into Eastern Conference matches and that sort of thing. So in a lot of ways, it can do us good.
Now, this week, of course, you have a home and away, but your home opponent will be a very prestigious program in Dallas Baptist University. So, Coach, obviously the last couple of years, you've taken on some pretty prestigious tennis programs as your team has gotten notoriety, gotten a little bit of respect over the years as well. When that happens, like when you're taking on teams that is pretty widely publicized, known, whether it's in tennis or any other sport whatsoever, what does that do to your program or to your team as far as, competing against them and then just getting the understanding and at least getting a matchup against some of these big-time programs?
Yeah, I mean, we probably got the toughest schedule that we've ever had this year, and I mean, the notoriety is nice. I mean, we're playing some Division II programs. We've got several nationally ranked teams on there, a lot of highly regionally ranked programs on there, and I probably turn away more good teams than I play, honestly, because of the success that we've been having. I turn away a lot of Division II teams, a lot of Division I teams. Air Force Academy asked to play us this year. Abilene Christians asked to play us the last few years, but quite honestly, we just don't have time to fit them all in there. We've got the 20-event match limit for us to play, and there's plenty of Division III teams for us to play, and I try to always do what's best for our program and our kids, and when I do that and I look at that, I can't do that in good conscience and put a bunch of Division I and Division II teams on there when I know that we've got to be rested and be healthy and be ready to play the Eastern Conference schedule. So I'll sprinkle a few in there, but you know, I try to keep the 20 event limit in there and try to have the team ready to go for the Eastern Conference. But it is nice. It's nice it's a nice feather in the cap of the program when the teams like that do want to play us now.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck to you this weekend as you take on Dallas Baptist University and Austin College. We'll come back and we will have our final thoughts on this program in just a moment.